My name's Robert Lauber. I am a technician from Southeast Ohio. I recently rolled over my 401k into crypto and was looking for a strategy that matched my risk tolerance, that earned, you know, solid, was earning well enough that I had, good vision for a future. And I found that I like your videos, Jake, because you break things down. The content is well simplified. There's a spectrum that allows you to go with advanced stuff, but you don't get, people don't get lost on the simpler things, at least. And I'm a pretty simple guy, so that went a long way. So yeah, I guess I found a kinship with the liquidity pools, and just yield generating crypto funds. And yeah, I guess I kind of don't talk. I don't often talk about myself, so I'm a little
You're
introverted, I guess. So
I
um,
appreciate it. Well,
yeah,
yeah, I
man.
mean, what was your biggest challenge or frustration before kind of joining Legacy, specifically with DeFi?
I guess it was it was really the challenge lied within myself. So I was wanting to do more and couldn't produce more money to allocate to positions. And so mainly the challenge for me was to learn how to stay put in one or two positions rather than moving things around. Oh, this one's a little better now, and chasing APY, uh, and just trying things out. It's expanding at a phenomenal rate, crypto. So there's tons of stuff to try. I think I kind of I felt like the squirrel chasing, or the dog chasing the squirrel for a while. That was my biggest challenge. I think as far as like the metrics finance and builder wealth feature, all of your guys, all the stuff that you guys have built, I found it pretty easy to get around and use the resources. Metrics is amazing. So even as a beginner, I found it totally opened my eyes about liquidity distribution across ticks and yeah, setting ranges, looking at correlation, not just looking at your correlation number, but how the assets that you're eyeing are correlated to each other and how
Mhm.
they perform and how you're setting your ranges accordingly. So I think metrics was crucial in creating the visual representation for me because I'm a very visual guy. So I would say before I came on with you guys, I was really struggling with the non-visual element of crypto and yield funds. So
Yeah.
yeah, I hope that makes sense.
No, definitely. And that's exactly why I built it, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and then my next question would be like, what stood out about, I guess, the one-on-one coaching and everything like that to you? And was there any specific aspect that was really helpful?
I say the most helpful aspect was working with cons, particularly convincing me to choose assets that I had conviction for, because there is a lot of really cool stuff out there, especially in the AI sector. And if you like our geek on finance, all the RWA stuff is, that's coming out is awesome. So I think cons really helped me shift the mindset from that quick generating, rapid fire approach to crypto, and it's more of like a slow cook. At the end of the year, you're working with a lot more. It doesn't seem as exciting in the moment necessarily, and there are times when you'll see yourself like a couple thousand down, but your range is set to accommodate for, you're ranging the assets. So you can expect it to come back up. And I think like knowing that allowed me to relax into the volatility of crypto, which is something that people really struggle with, especially like retail investors. They get in and they're like, oh, it's pumping, then it's down 5%, and they're like all paper hands selling and stuff. So I think cons really helped me shift from that like basic retail investor mindset into like an appropriate, or at least beginning to think like a legitimate investor.
Mhm.
um, and I think that was key, and that's part of being in the builder wealth community too, is like there's people that have been doing this stuff for a while and they are thinking differently than I was, and I think it was all the mental stuff that I found most helpful.
Awesome. Yeah. And another thing that I wanted to kind of tag on to that, like after having those one-on-one calls and kind of seeing that shift in the overall strategy, would you say that like that kind of boosted your confidence, clarity, and like decision-making process as well?
100%. Particularly when the chips are down, and that's like when it's easiest to lose your compass on everything.
Mhm.
But if you know and your positions are set up, I mean, barring a black swan event, of course, if your positions are set up appropriately, you're still earning when things are down a little bit. And so, um, yeah, I guess it boosted my confidence when the chips are down, and I think that's super crucial for guys coming in, new to the game. And
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, I would say yes.
I'm glad. Well, yeah, I mean, last thing is if somebody's on the fence about kind of joining Build a Wealth, Legacy, or anything that we have, like, what would you tell them?
If you're on the fence about it, spend some time just like, yeah, reading some of the things that these guys are posting, and just glance at how supportive they are. Uh, Take a chance with it. If you're serious about investing, if you like earning yields and you like running liquidity pools, there's not likely to be a better platform out there. I mean, yeah, metrics is amazing, of course, but without the community support, yeah, I think some of the features I would be less. Yeah, I think if you're on the fence, um, you should do it. Uh, I took the
Awesome.
risk, and it's been great. So